Tonight, a tragic scene in Wisconsin as a 6-year-old has drowned. Everything we know.
And new charges have been handed down against the 4 former police officers involved in the death of George Floyd.
Plus, looking for answers, we're hearing from a protester who was struck by a motorcycle during protests in Duluth over the weekend.
From CBS3 Duluth, this is the CBS3 News at 10.
Good evening, I'm Kristen Bakke.
And I'm Anthony Matt. Thanks for joining us. A 6-year-old boy went missing this afternoon while swimming with his family.
After hours of searching, rescue crews recovered his body from the water. The boy, his mother, and siblings were swimming this afternoon near where Middle River and Lake Superior meet. The call for help came in around 2 p.m. when the mom realized her son was gone. CBS 3's Emma Quinn has been at the scene for several hours and joins us live now. Emma, what can you tell us?
Yeah, Kristen, Tony, it's very sad here this evening. Now, as that little boy, that 6-year-old boy's body was found shortly after 7 p.m. this evening. Now, I'm going to step off cam for a second. You can't see much because it's really dark, but it's very calm here. It's very quiet. You can really only hear the crickets, but that was not what the scene looked like earlier today, as there was many members of that family here, as well as many first responders trying to find that little boy, like you mentioned, Kristen, shortly around 2 p.m. Now, what we do know is the boy's mother and another child were swimming in the lake, and around 1:50 p.m. this afternoon is when the mother reported the child missing. Now, several agencies responded, including Douglas County Sheriff's Office, the St. Louis County Rescue Squad, Superior Police Department, and several volunteer fire departments. And the U.S. Coast Guard also offered a boat and helicopter to assist in the rescue. And now, after hours of searching, they pulled that boy from the water, and it's definitely not the ending anybody wanted. And now, so Douglas County Sheriff's Office is not releasing the name of the victim at this time. We can expect more details coming tomorrow, and the Douglas County Medical Examiner's Office will be conducting that autopsy. Kristen, Tony?
Yeah, certainly a heartbreaking situation tonight for everyone involved. Our thoughts, of course, go out to that family. Thanks, Emma.
For the second night in a row, a thick plume of black smoke in Superior grabbed a lot of attention. Here was the scene around 9:40 tonight as crews battled the flames at the city's landfill. Superior's heavy equipment operators were helping, moving the garbage strategically so fire crews could douse the flames. Here's a live look at the fire right now from our Spirit Mountain camera. When we spoke to Fire Chief Scott Gordon, he told us fires have happened at the landfill several times in the past, and they do usually take a few hours to put out. We don't know how the fire started, how bad the damage is, or if there are any injuries. We'll continue to keep you updated as we learn more. And we'll head over to Dave now for a quick look at the weather. Hey, Dave, how's it going?
Think about that a second, Tony.
Yeah, I almost forgot your name there for a second.
That's a sign you're becoming a mature
I
gentleman
guess.
there, Tony. Boy, what a beautiful night out there. And a sign of that, we have over Lake Vermilion. Clouds, thin, wispy clouds up aloft. Perfect night on Fraser Bay. On one hand, yes, but those thin, wispy cirrus clouds are a sign of an approaching low-pressure system. And folks on the Iron Range, including Lake Vermilion tonight, do have a chance for a couple of rain showers. The rest of us have a chance for showers come tomorrow as that low-pressure system works in from the west and heads towards the east. The higher pressure that brought the warmth, it'll fade away, at least temporarily. It'll stay warm, but it'll be cloudier and a little bit rainier here for our Thursday. Here is a look at the fire in Superior and the day planner for Thursday, which hopefully will be much brighter. Mostly sunny to start the day, but then clouds filter in. The rain chance tomorrow, that's coming around for all zones, 30% shot, probably afternoon and evening. High temps warm again, at least for another day, but for how long? I'll let you know in a couple more minutes.
Thanks, Dave. As protests continue sweeping the nation more than a week after the death of George Floyd, new charges were announced today against the former police officers involved in the arrest of George Floyd. Skylar Henry has the latest from Minneapolis.
The crowd let out a cheer, hearing that former police officer Derek Chauvin is now facing second-degree murder charges in the death of George Floyd.
We got all 4!
The 3 other officers involved in Floyd's arrest are also now charged with aiding and abetting.
I strongly believe that these developments are in the interest of justice for Mr. Floyd, his family, our community, and our state.
The news came just hours after Floyd's son arrived at the spot where his 46-year-old father died and knelt in prayer.
I appreciate everyone for showing him some support and love. I thank y'all for that.
The Minneapolis Police Department is now under investigation for discriminatory practices, but activists say that does not give them solace.
An arrest is not a conviction, and we want justice. You know, we don't want partial justice, we want whole justice.
Former President Obama held a virtual town hall late Wednesday, urging the nation's mayors to review police use of force policies.
We both have to highlight a problem and make people in power uncomfortable, but we also have to translate that into practical solutions and laws that can be implemented.
Demonstrators have kept up calls for justice for George Floyd across the U.S., despite tense clashes with police and incidents of looting.
The message is now here in Minnesota for the last 5 days, come back to the issue at hand, which is the systemic issues and the systemic racism.
Floyd's family and friends will gather in Minneapolis Thursday for the first memorial service in his honor.
George Floyd will be buried next week in his hometown of Houston, Texas. Boxing great Floyd Mayweather has reportedly offered to cover the funeral expenses.
We briefly heard from former President Obama there in what's become a rare appearance. As he left office, Obama said he would only speak out publicly if he believed the nation's core values were at stake. That moment came today when Obama used a virtual town hall to urge young people to channel their anger into political action. All of the nation's living former presidents have now weighed in on the death of George Floyd. Former President Barack Obama did so today, directly addressing police brutality and those it affects.
Too often, some of that violence has come from folks who were supposed to be serving and protecting you. I want you to know that you matter. I want you to know that your lives matter, that your dreams matter.
The former president also said he's encouraged by the diversity of Americans protesting in the streets.
Closer to home, a panel of Northland, Twin Cities, and other activists held a virtual gathering tonight reacting to the death of George Floyd. The purpose of the panel was to discuss how to build a movement that can end deadly encounters with police. Socialist Resurgence teamed up with Save the Kids to host the virtual panel. The goal is to build awareness of the issue.
Tonight, the family of a teen hit by a motorcycle during Saturday's protest on I-35 in Duluth is looking for answers. It's an incident that was all caught on camera. CBS3's Leanne Valdez reports.
Cell phone video shows the dramatic moment a motorcyclist struck 16-year-old Blue Snow Zukas.
I got up and I was like, hey, did everybody just see that? That guy just hit me.
Snow Zukas caught the incident on his smartphone by chance.
I stood back to get a picture of everybody and document what was happening because you got to film everything these days.
Snow Zukas was one of several dozen people who took to I-35 Saturday protesting the murder of George Floyd. Cars attempted to navigate around some of the protesters.
I thought that maybe this motorcycle in the distance was just somebody who needed to get through, so I got out of the way and he was to hit me.
After the shock and adrenaline left his body, Snow Zukas said he checked to see if he was physically okay.
His wheel hit my leg, which hit the metal plate that I have right here.
The metal plate he received during surgery to derotate his legs last November. Even though Snow Zukas says he's okay.
Occasionally I'll be like, oh man, that hurt, I'll step wrong.
His mother, Amber Snow, hoping the driver steps forward, filed a police report on Tuesday.
An apology would be nice, just an acknowledgement of what happened and that was a wrong thing to do, or maybe press charges.
Both she and her son feel the act was far from an accident.
I ride a motorcycle myself, so I went through frame by frame to see how the maneuver was handled, where the rider was looking, and how it was a tactical way to kind of get to Blue and at least knock him over.
In the meantime, Snow Zukas says he plans to get back up and keep fighting.
So are you guys still in school?
Duluth police tonight say they've been able to identify the jacket the motorcyclist was wearing, but beyond that, they say it's difficult to identify the make and model of the bike or the driver. For now, they've closed the investigation into the incident. You're asked to call police if you have any information. Meanwhile, the DPD's newest canine received a special donation in memory of her predecessor. Canine Luna just received a new bulletproof vest thanks to an organization called Vested Interest in Canines. Her vest has the message "In Memory of Canine Haas" embroidered on it. Haas died during an officer-involved shooting in Duluth back in 2019.
Authorities are searching for suspects after someone set fire to a memorial for a Sawyer County deputy killed in the line of duty. It happened in the village of Coudray around 10:30 last night. Authorities responded to a fire at the memorial for Deputy Michael Villiard. He died 22 years ago while responding to an emergency call. Anyone with information is asked to call the Sawyer County Sheriff's Office. We have that number on our website.
Still to come on Live Local CBS 3, the fate of a popular Northwest Wisconsin lodge was up for debate tonight. What was decided about the future? Coming up.
Record high for the day is 90 degrees from 1948. We didn't get quite that warm, but we were warmer than normal, and we'll stay that way through Friday. But the weekend will step back a little bit. We'll talk about temperature trends and rain chances coming up after this break.
Live, local, CBS 3 News at 10 with Kristen Vaki, Anthony Matt, Kelly Hinson, and weather with meteorologist Dave Anderson on Live, local, CBS 3.
Catch Eye on Parenting every Thursday at 6 with me, Leanne Valdez, on CBS 3.
The Culligan high-efficiency water softener is the world's best. It's backed by the industry's strongest warranty and serviced by the world's largest local dealer network. Click or call Culligan Water and start saving today.
When looking for a TV and internet provider, we know you have a choice. This is Jessica. She still has satellite TV.
Well, I get tons of HD.
Spectrum has tons of HD. And we get exclusive access to premium original content with Spectrum Originals.
I don't have that. Plus, sometimes in the rain, our services go out.
Because of the dish on your roof?
Get Spectrum TV from $44.99 a month. Call 833-916-4499.
And Spectrum Internet starts at 100 megabits with no data caps and a free modem.
We have to get internet from another company, and it isn't nearly as fast.
Spectrum Internet, $44.99 a month.
I'd switch, but I'm stuck in a contract and would have to pay up to $480 to cancel.
Spectrum has no contracts, and they'll pay up to $500 to help you out of yours.
That's it. I'm switching to Spectrum.
Get Spectrum TV and internet from $44.99 a month each. Call 833-916-4499.
Here's the deal. Your mother and I have decided we're going to give you our van. That way you won't have to call for the bus.
Oh, that sure is nice of you, but no thanks.
You're kidding.
You're kidding. Arrowhead Transit. It works for us.
To set up your ride, simply call and tell the dispatcher where you need to be picked up, where you need to go, and when you need to get there. Call 800-862-0175.
My 95.7 is the Northland's best variety all day. From Ed Sheeran and Maroon 5 to Lady Gaga and Bryan Adams. Always family and office friendly. My 95.7, your life, your music.
A major ruling by the state's high court will tell you why some
They had sales. They also say that people are ready to get out and
Vote for an old mining project.
With the legislative session ending last
The Miller Hill Mall in Duluth is open once again.
They gave us 3 hours to shut down, and they gave us 10 seconds to open.
Local reaction after 650 people were laid off.
Lawmakers in Minnesota can't
To stay up to date with the news and weather that impacts you and your community, continue watching Live, local, CBS 3. CBS 3 weather is brought to you by Lulich Implement. Now, the CBS 3 Duluth WeatherMax forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
All right, let's take another look at the cirrus clouds that were out and about tonight. This shot comes from John Dahlman. Seriously nice over Floodwood. Yeah, beautiful picture. Cirrus, Latin for curly hair, curls like hair. Also a sign that a low-pressure system is coming. Clouds start high and thin, then get lower and thicker as the low gets closer. So tonight, Floodwood's probably not under the gun for any rain, a little too far south, but up north, from the Iron Ranges up towards border country, this approaching low could bring some rain showers. And then by tomorrow afternoon, the rest of the region gets a chance, but only a 30% chance. So it doesn't seem to be that big of a deal. But in the past couple of weeks, a couple of 20% chances has paid off. So we'll keep an eye to the sky despite the low odds. Current conditions at the airport in Duluth, 62 degrees, 56% for the relative humidity. North-northeast wind, it's going 3 miles per hour. Temperatures right now, let's start towards the Upper Peninsula. 56 in Watersmeet, increases to 57 by Ironwood, and across the border into Hurley and Wisconsin. Looking at a lot of mid-50s from Ashland down through Cable, swinging into Minong and hitting Solon Springs. 57 right now in Superior. Lower 50s there for folks in Moose Lake, but upper 50s towards Two Harbors. Iron Range numbers run from 54 on the Vermilion to 54 on the Mesabi to 57 degrees right at the end of the Mesabi there in Grand Rapids. International Falls, 59. Low temps tonight likely in the lower 50s for a lot of towns and maybe some 40s for others. Doppler map right now shows clouds associated with that low pressure system to the west indeed lowering and thickening into our area here. And we're starting to see that low bring in rain showers in the northwestern part of Minnesota. So 30% chance through this swath of our region here tonight. You're going to get a little bit of rain through tomorrow morning. Then we get a bit of a break as the low continues to track by. The dry portion of the low pressure system works in during much of the daylight hours tomorrow. But then tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow night, yeah, showers become more than just showers tonight. They indeed become a slightly better chance, 30 to 40% for rain and showers and thunderstorms on Thursday, which in turn disappear as early as Friday. And then the warm spell, it's likely going to disappear by Saturday. All of this we'll show you with the 7-day forecast. So in Minnesota tonight up north, 30% rain chance. The rest of us clear. Low temps, 49 to about 54 degrees. Into Wisconsin and Michigan, clear to partly cloudy there with low temps, 49 to 53. And into tomorrow in Wisconsin and Michigan, it's a 40% chance for late afternoon, evening rain showers, maybe a couple thunderstorms here and there. 79 to 84 for the top temps. So the warm spell continues. And Minnesota might run 68 to 73 by the lake with 78 to 82 farther inland. 30% chance for that later rains here for Minnesota. And then, like I mentioned, it goes away as high pressure takes over by Friday. But we see a descent in temperature starting from upper 70s Thursday to mid 70s Friday to upper 60s on Saturday with sunshine, followed by mid 60s and another rain chance come Sunday. A rain chance, Tony and Kristen, that may last all the way through next Wednesday, with a spike Monday, Tuesday in temperatures, and then another downfall come next Wednesday.
Thanks, Dave. Well, here's another live look at that landfill fire happening right now in Superior. And this is a live look from our Spirit Mountain camera. The fire chief says battling the flames is progressing as planned. They are moving the fire to position for an attack in as safe of a manner as possible. We have more information on our website.
Well, back in Duluth today, city leaders addressed the large crowds we've recently seen on Park Point Beach during the COVID-19 pandemic. Some people have questioned the city's decision to keep the beach open. Today, Mayor Emily Larson put it on beach goers to be responsible. She says there's plenty of beach space to help people stay socially distant.
Trying to navigate our summer the Duluth way and trying to figure out what makes the most sense for us. And so we've made that choice that it is possible for people to be safe.
Fire Chief Sean Creuset adds that the beach house is still closed and lifeguards are not on duty until further notice due to the financial impacts of COVID-19.
The future of an historic Wisconsin lodge was up for discussion in Cable tonight. The American Birkebeiner Ski Foundation proposed redeveloping the Telemark Lodge. The organization already takes care of the trails around the lodge, which has been vacant for years. Part of the proposal would use idle site grant funds from the state on the project. The lodge used to draw people from all around the world to Cable. Tonight's meeting was just an informational one, so no formal action was taken. We're learning the Grand Portage Lodge and Casino in Hovland, Minnesota is tentatively reopening on June 22nd. They were closed due to the pandemic like many other casinos in the Northland. They've added new safety precautions and say this opening date could still change. There's still no opening date for the Fond du Luth and Black Bear casinos in Duluth and Carleton. Black Bear Resort Casino and Fond du Luth have a tentative date they're monitoring, but at this point, nothing is set in stone. The casino administration is working with health officials to monitor COVID-19 cases in the surrounding area. Meanwhile, the Fortune Bay Resort Casino in Tower took to their Facebook page on Monday saying we are open. And in Wisconsin, Legendary Waters Resort and Casino in Bayfield is currently closed, as well as the Bad River Bands Casino in Odana.
Still to come on Live Local CBS 3, Walking for Justice. All across the nation, groups are walking to remember George Floyd.
CBS 3 live cams are brought to you by Kohler Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac. You're not just getting a car, you're getting Kohler.
fix it right.
Right now, millions of people and billions of devices are connected to the internet. Homes, businesses, hospitals, schools. The security and reliability of these connections are more important than ever. That's why at MediaCom, we've built a network to protect them. A network that sees threats, fixes problems before they occur, and keeps you going with 99.99% network reliability.
New Duluth Auto is the Duluth used car dealer. We have plenty of makes and models to choose from. Nissan, Honda, Toyota, and we even carry multiple options for our most popular vehicle, the Subaru Forester. Large cargo space, all-wheel drive, what's not to love? All of our vehicles are priced under $20,000. To make these deals even sweeter, there is a 1 to 5 year warranty included on all vehicles. Give us a call, stop by, or view our inventory online at newduluthauto.net. Because here at New Duluth Auto, we are your Duluth used car dealer.
We're all doing our best to protect one another by remaining physically distant. We can also help our community's future by participating in health research. The All of Us Research Program is the largest active data collection effort, and it needs you to help find answers to health questions that have been out of our reach. Create an account, learn more, and complete surveys from the safety of your home. Call us, learn more online, or download the app to get started today. Together, we can help make a difference.
At Super One Foods, we go to great measures to deliver you with top quality meat every day. Try our 12-ounce package of Smithfield bacon for only $2.99 and get Smithfield baby back ribs for just $2.99 per pound. Plus, we provide the best of the best in fresh produce. Get 1 pound of red ripe Driscoll strawberries for just $1.99 and 2 12-ounce packages of Dole Garden salad for just $3. Through all that we do, we've got you in mind. Super One Foods, serving you lower prices and better choices.
Northwest Outlet is open for business. Now save up to 40% off store-wide.
Northland, when you want the most new country, make the switch to Cat Country 98.9 KTCO.
Never met a girl like you. What makes you country?
#1 for the most new country.
Across the nation, people are responding to the death of George Floyd and making their voices heard.
One Alabama man is not just talking the talk, he's walking the walk, and it's a long one. 1,000 miles to Minnesota, his destination, the very spot where George Floyd died. Meet Terry Willis. He's a father, a business owner, and now he is stepping out, hoping for change. He knows it won't be easy, no matter how long it takes. He says he will finish what he's starting. As Willis moves along his journey, he says the life he wants for his 7-year-old son will be a driving force to keep him moving. The end result he hopes to see isn't complicated.
It's so funny and it's so simple. I just would really love for us, African Americans, they call us black people, whatever, colored, just for us to be seen as equals. That's it.
To follow Terry along on his journey, you can check Facebook or download the app 360. Coming up in sports, as the NBA prepares to vote on the start of the season, how this would affect the Milwaukee Bucks postseason hopes.
Catch Eye on Parenting every Thursday at 6 with me, Leanne Valdez, on CBS3.
I have lost 25 pounds and I'm still going strong. Super easy. You follow the program and you lose weight. It's just that simple.
If you've got that, don't worry about that. Healthy Systems USA.
I'm Dr. Carolyn Phelps, licensed psychologist. In the wake of this pandemic, many of us are feeling over-challenged and overwhelmed. If you or someone you care about is struggling with anxiety, depression, or any other mental health problem, please know this: getting help matters. Mental health care is essential care, and it's still available. Simply contact a local mental health care provider yourself or ask someone you trust whom they'd recommend. Now more than ever, reach out for help.
When you need to conquer the drifts on your property, get the job done your way. The Western Defender Compact Snowplow. All the professional grade features in just the right size for your mid-sized pickup or SUV. Easy to attach and easy to use. Get the performance to plow like this and finish like this. Western, more jobs done faster.
Get your snowplow from the experts at JM Auto Service. We are Western Snowplow headquarters.
Whether you're catching fish or playing fetch, Fleet Farm has what you need. This week, save big on things like Wrangler jeans. Save $5 on men's Wrangler denim jeans. Rapala Shad Wraps, exclusive colors, $5.99. Select Goodyear tires. Buy 3, get the 4th free. Plus, get up to $50 back after rebate. And get 25% off trees, nursery stock, and hanging baskets in the garden center. No matter the job, we've got you covered. Fleet Farm, built for real life.
At UCare, we've been decomplicating Medicare plans in Minnesota for a long time. In fact, we've been offering Medicare Advantage plans longer than anyone else. Our Medicare Advantage plans are affordable, and 96% of Minnesota providers accept UCare. So if your provider practices at any of these clinics or hospitals, you can likely keep them. To learn the basics and see how UCare Medicare Advantage plans compare to others, visit ucare.org/TV.
Hi, John with Prime Appliance. Well, the third time's a charm, so we're extending our big 6% instant rebate sale on our entire in-stock selection. Like Frigidaire top-load laundry pairs, regularly $14.98 on sale for just $11.99 plus a big 6% rebate. Or these Whirlpool front-load stackable laundry pairs, just $14.94 after rebate. Financing always available. Have our pros deliver and install or take it home today. Prime Appliance is the best place to buy your appliances. Let us prove it to you.
I never thought that you could lose weight without working out, but this is one of those programs that you don't have to work out.
In the first 40 days, I lost 28 pounds.
If you've got that, don't worry about that. Healthy Systems USA.
We already know that the NHL has already hatched a plan to return to play this season. Naturally, fans have now turned to the NBA, awaiting their plans. Well, according to reports by both ESPN and The Athletic, things are falling into place. The NBA Board of Governors is expected to vote this Thursday on a plan to resume the season. According to an ESPN report, the proposal calls for the resumption of the season on July 31st in Orlando, with the last possible date for Game 7 of the finals not until October 12th. The plan includes a 22-team format. However, there is reportedly still room to adjust final details. The owners need a 3/4 vote to approve the plan. Unfortunately, the Minnesota Timberwolves are left out of this plan, but a much different story for the Milwaukee Bucks. When the season was suspended on March 11th, Milwaukee had the best overall record in the entire league at 53-12 and had been rolling their way toward the playoffs. They have a 6.5 game lead over the Toronto Raptors in the Eastern Conference. So barring a disaster in their 8 games before the playoffs, they've got the top seed pretty much all but locked up. As sports leagues continue to find a way to resume play, Major League Soccer is taking big steps forward as well. The MLS Players Association announced it approved a plan to play the 2020 season in Orlando. The union also approved a modified collective bargaining agreement running through 2025. The league had been shut down since March 12th, and this step avoids a potential lockout. The teams are expected to arrive in Orlando in 3 weeks for a tournament to be held at the Wide World of Sports complex at Walt Disney World. Athletes from Minnesota continue to voice their support for protests and change following the murder of George Floyd at the hands of Minneapolis police. Blake Wheeler, the Plymouth, Minnesota native, has been extremely vocal about his thoughts and wants for a change in racial equality in sports. Wheeler is in Florida now, but has been following the protests that are very close to his hometown. On a 40-minute Zoom call with the Winnipeg Jets media yesterday, Wheeler voiced how it cannot just be up to one group of people when it comes to change.
We have to be as, involved in this as black athletes. It can't just be their fight. When Colin Kaepernick was taking a knee during the national anthem and, trying to do it in a peaceful way in 2016 and trying to raise awareness to this in a peaceful manner, I wish that I was more involved sooner than I was. I wish that, it didn't take me this long to get behind it.
NHL star PK Subban has donated $50,000 to the GoFundMe page for George Floyd's 6-year-old daughter, Gianna. Subban, a defenseman for the New Jersey Devils, made this announcement on his Twitter today and also announced that the NHL has matched his $50,000 pledge. In the video, Subban wore a hat that says "Change the Game." He says he wears the hat to practice every day, explaining that change the game means change the narrative. The narrative has been the same: no justice. There needs to be justice. Justice has to happen. Change needs to come, but we need everyone. As of this evening, the fund has cleared $1.1 million. And former UMD great Haley Irwin is officially hanging up her skates, at least at the international level. Irwin's decorated career at UMD included 2 national titles with the Bulldogs. Beyond UMD, the Thunder Bay, Ontario native was a part of 3 Olympics with Team Canada. Gold medals in 2010 and 2014, and a silver back in Pyeongchang in 2018. Irwin played a grand total of 108 international games with Canada's national women's team. She is moving on to pursue a career in coaching. That's going to do it for sports tonight. We'll be right back after the break.
CBS3 closed captioning is brought to you by Essentia Health Virtual Video Visits, offering face-to-face interaction with your provider from the convenience of home or work.
Enhance your quality of life. Increase your mobility. Achieve your potential. For specialized, individualized care, call Northern Orthotic and Prosthetic Center, providing the professional care you deserve. Northern Orthotic and Prosthetic Center, serving people throughout northern Minnesota, Wisconsin, and upper Michigan.
Years fly by. Your retirement date keeps getting closer. Rather than spending another year worrying about retirement, get a second opinion on your financial strategy. Let us answer your questions and show you how tax reduction strategies can benefit your retirement. Go to MPPLFinancial.com to download our free tax reduction checklist. Then call MPPL Financial this week for a complimentary second opinion consultation. A second opinion could be your best 2020 financial investment.
I've always liked video editing. When I was growing up, I made a lot of YouTube videos about hamsters, and I really love squids. I graduated from a really big high school, so coming to UWS, where it's a lot smaller, it allowed me to really find myself. More opportunities are there for me to explore and find out what I really want to do. One of my overarching dreams is to film and edit a documentary about marine biology. Yeah, I would say that I am very happy here.
Here are some quick tips for a safer shopping experience. Though reusable bags are great for the environment, they can be a carrier for bacteria. Before shopping, please wash all bags. Try to keep 6 feet or 2 shopping carts of distance between you and other shoppers. Plan ahead so your trip can be quick and efficient. Though cash is accepted at most businesses, cash can transfer bacteria. When possible, try to use cards to lessen the risk of spreading illness. With your help, we can keep our neighbors healthy and workers safe.
We dance for healing. We dance for one another. For connection. In ways like no other. Together. Or even apart. We are resilient. The 2020 census is here, and we need to do our part for our people.
Hi, I'm Dr. Charity Reynolds. I would like to remind you that COVID-19 is still around. Remember to wash your hands, wear your mask, and stay home as much as possible. Thank you.
All right, Dave, beautiful day today. Perfect day, I would say.
I think so.
Is that going to continue into tomorrow?
Well, it's a little bit iffier tomorrow, and only a little bit because we're looking at 30 to 40% rain chances. Tonight, the range gets a 30% chance. Then by tomorrow afternoon, the rest of us get our 30% chance. Maybe 40% in Wisconsin. Another warm one tomorrow, 79 degrees, but then higher pressure settles in for Friday and Saturday. Clears us back up again, but also cools us down from around 80 today to 75 on Friday to 69 on Saturday, and we'll descend to the bottom at 65 on Sunday with clouds and another rain chance, which in turn gives way to another shot back towards 80 as early as Monday.
All right, a mixed bag. Welcome to June, I would say.
Halfway through the week already. Can you believe we're here? Yeah,
Love it.
It's all downhill.
Thanks for joining us.
We'll see you tomorrow.